welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing our final weigh-in for our shed wars. I just wanted to say that it's been a lot of fun, learned a lot. Sorry, the sun's in the way. It's still early. Hasn't really been much of a competition for me. I'm not much of a gardener, not very good at it anyway, but I like it, I enjoy it. And it's not been so much of a competition as it is our own little club of gardeners. I did show a little bit about what could be done with some hydroponics, and I was pretty happy with some of those. Obviously we had a lot of failures, but there was a lot of success in there too. So here's what we got. We got a big pumpkin, a little pumpkin, and we'll harvest those up. And there's another one over here, but I don't think it's ready. It ain't quite ready yet. We'll leave it off there. There you go. Alright, let's see here. We got number one. Yeah, almost 6 pounds. And we got the behemoth. Look, my little food scale won't measure it. Well, if that's 6, we're gonna call this 12. Actually, I have an idea. Aha! This all worked. Look at that, I was selling myself short. It's 22 pounds. Booyah! So there you have it, guys. The last weigh-in completed, and it was a good one. So I just wanted to thank everybody who participated, who got me involved. Team Woodcutter. I know he's having a lot of trouble right now with his truck, but Arkansas Woodcutter is the one who got me involved in it, and I really appreciated all the help that I've gotten from all the different team members, all the different advice, and it's just been really fun. I've really enjoyed it. I haven't been a very good participant probably, but I've really watched more than I've done myself probably, but but you got to learn somehow. And I just want to run down through the different weights that I have, and I broke it down into each, specific vegetable. I didn't grow a ton of different stuff this year, so I'll break it down and I'll tell you about some of the things that I did when I was growing these. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is the best harvest that I had as far as poundage wise was my cucumbers, and they were grown 100% hydroponically without any dirt, and I grew 56 pounds of cucumbers, and I was pretty proud of that. And it was in my raft system, if you guys didn't see that video, and it was done in that raft system that's, it's like 3 feet by 3 feet. I grew 56 pounds of cucumbers, and it was pretty easy maintenance, not too bad. And then the other thing was my lettuce. I grew 100% hydroponically, also in the raft system. I did 2 harvests of those, and that was 19 pounds. So I was pretty proud of those, grown without any dirt, just water. So I thought that was really cool. Maybe I'll be able to figure out a way to do it inside this year. We'll see. The next thing was my tomatoes. Those were just harvested recently, most of them. And I did 32 pounds of tomatoes, probably not really that much. For some people, that's probably nothing, but I'm really actually pretty happy about that because I never thought those things would live in the area where I planted them, because it just simply wasn't a very good spot. Not a lot of sunlight. I never watered them back there, but they just lived. So we got that. And then 23 pounds of zucchini. And I was really proud of the zucchini that was grown in my little container, basically like a bucket. It's like an 18-gallon tote. And I did grow one in hydroponics, but only literally one zucchini made it out of the hydroponics for whatever reason. The cucumbers did much better. But the zucchini, I only got like one that was like 1 pound, 1 pound zucchini. But then all the rest of it I got out of an 18-gallon tote, which was, pretty good. It's a really small surface area for getting that much zucchini. And there were some really good sized zucchini in there. So 23 pounds of that. And then I got 5 pounds of watermelon. Not really that good. I basically got like 3 good sized full watermelons. Well, actually, I only got 2, and then I got a bunch of smaller ones. So not really that good on the watermelons. But we did have one that we ate, and then we fed the rest of the chickens. 12 pounds of cantaloupe, same thing. Really only had one that we ate that was good. The rest were all right, but they were just small, and we gave them to the chickens. And a lot of those were hydroponic too. The ones that we ate were hydroponic, and the small ones that didn't make it were actually from the dirt in the container. But it was a mixed bag there, a mixture of them. And bugs were just a real issue for me for whatever reason. I had a lot of bug problems, and I just didn't keep up with it like I probably should as far as weeding and all that. 3 pounds of green beans, not really that good. But I wasn't really expecting anything to sprout up there. Those were in the ground. And so we got a few meals of green beans for nothing, so wasn't too bad. A big one was 44 pounds of pumpkins. You just seen that there. I think it was like 28 pounds of it just now. But we had some other smaller pumpkins, whatever you want to call them, pie pumpkins or whatever. And I actually used those and made some pumpkin flavored low carb muffins and some other stuff. So that was really cool to just kind of be able to pick your own stuff out of the garden, utilize it in your own recipes. And I really enjoyed that. But 44 pounds of pumpkins, that's great. And the chickens love pumpkins too. That's probably where those will go. A lot of this stuff, helps supplement my chicken feed. I have 46 chickens now, so you kind of need some supplemental help there if you can do it. And next year I'm going to definitely be stepping up the garden for that reason. And just because the chickens just love it. I like my chickens and I like them to be happy, and they love snacking on that kind of stuff. Our biggest by far weigh-in, I know a lot of people, I think some people did this, some people didn't, but I did it because if I didn't, then I would probably be contributing almost nothing. And that's eggs. And I didn't get as many as I was hoping for because I didn't know we were weighing them. until a few weeks into the shed wars. But I got 96 pounds of eggs. It was like, I can't remember the number, but it was like 11 or 1200 eggs we got this year. So during the shed wars, and it's slowed way down now the last month or so. And then we also killed we also butchered some chickens, a handful of chickens. So that cut our production because we had an egg eater in there and just some chickens that I didn't really want to breed. So we got rid of them, even though they were layers. So we're down to like 3 or 4 eggs a day right now. But our other chickens are getting ready to start laying at any time. And I think a couple of them are starting to lay the other day. And we'll end up, it'll be crazy next year. This year I thought it was crazy because there was a lot of days where we were getting, because we had a dozen layers. So there were some days we got a dozen eggs, 10 eggs, 8, 9 eggs, probably averaged 8 or 9 eggs there for months. And it was crazy. We just had tons of eggs. So I can only imagine, because by the time we cycle through, I have 3 different age groups of chickens right now. Ones are getting ready to lay. And then we got ones a month behind them. And then we got ones about 2 months behind those. So come spring of next year, we're probably looking at close to 30 layers, 30 hens that we're going to be, it'll probably be over 30, honestly. So you're probably looking at 30 eggs a day at some point next year, which is going to be crazy. But it will help, we can sell the eggs and supplement our feed and all that good stuff. So yeah, 96 pounds of eggs. I got 11 pounds for just like miscellaneous, because I had some peppers. My hydroponic peppers just did not work out. The bugs ate them up. They died. I gave up on them. We did have some peppers back by the tomatoes that somehow made it. And it was just like a couple handfuls of it. Wasn't really much. Had some up front that my wife actually planted, and they end up sprouting up and taken in her flower bed. So we had a few there, and then we had some squash, and I think we had 1 or 2 yellow squash and a handful of some kind of other squash. I really wasn't even sure what it was. So I had 11 pounds for that. And then our final number is our chicken meat. So like I said, we did slaughter. There's some chickens. I think we ended up slaughtering like 6 or 7 overall over the course of this shed wars, something like that. And I had 34 pounds for all that. These aren't meat birds; they're layers and roosters, so they don't really have the same weight to them. They're only like 5 or 6 pounds a piece, as opposed to a meat bird where you're probably looking at 8 or 9 pounds. But we hatched them out. We didn't have to pay anything for them, and if they grow up and they're not hens and they're roosters, then we just eat them. So it's not that bad, or we sell them for fresh meat. A lot of people like that stuff, organic, free-range chicken meat. So 34 pounds of that, and our total is 335 pounds. And so I just wanted to break that down for you guys. I appreciate it. I know I might be the worst member of Team Woodcutter. You guys did a great job this year. And so did all the other teams. Everybody really worked hard out there, and it was just a real great experience to watch. And I'll continue to watch. All these great small YouTube channels that I really never even knew existed, and these great people that I'd never met before, and I'll be better for it for sure. Next year we're gonna step up the garden. I don't know if we'll do a Shed Wars next year. I'll be waiting to see next year when it comes around. I'll definitely be joining in if we do another one next year. And I just really had a lot of fun. I love the camaraderie between everybody and the fun that you guys had. I'm still working on it. I'm not really a good jokester or somebody to really give anybody a hard time. So I'll have to work on that. But it was sure fun to watch, and it really gave me something to keep me entertained through the summer and keep me occupied from all this terrible stuff going on in the world right now. So I'm kind of rambling on, but anyway, I appreciate everybody that participated in Shed Wars. I appreciate Arkansas Woodcutter, my team leader, and I did my best. And next year, if we're going to do this again, I promise I'll do better. So anyway, guys, if anybody's watching this who isn't subscribed, please subscribe if you haven't. And leave a like button, share with your friends. I do all kinds of stuff on here. I'm trying to lose weight, doing my weight loss journey. I build stuff, do DIY woodworking. I do the gardening with the Shed Wars. I have all my chickens, so I do a lot of chicken videos. So if you like any of that stuff, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching.